Hey guys, Ryan here, and today I'm going to bring you another video in the VK4503 Tier 7 German Heavy Premium Tank. Now yesterday's video I was top tier, just bullying some lower tier tanks, and in this game I'm going to be bottom tier. This is going to be a Tier 9 game on Castering, which is a map I don't really like. Again I'm platooned with Foodie, who's also playing as LTG again. And in this game, matchmaking, it's not ideal. We have 4 Tier 7s, they have 1, but at the same time I'm not too fussed. More XP for me, I suppose. On this map, in a Tier 9 game, like what is my plan? Well, I'm going to play passive, but still pretty much out the front line. What I mean is, I'm going to find a position where I think I'm going to be already safe, and I'm going to stay there, because on this map, it's already quite big and open, with 2 artillery, not going to be fun. They also have 3 light tanks, so I want to make sure I'm in cover, with something I can back up to. And I don't want to leave too far away from the rest of my team. And the position I'm thinking of, there's a rock I usually quite like to take when I want to. And usually what I do is I go to this rock, spot out a little bit, and then I move forward from there. But in this bottom tier game, I'm going to find this rock, I'm going to like stay there for most of the game. I'm going to make good use of it, and I'm going to try and make this just accurate gun work. So, lumbering to position. Our team have hardly moved yet. And this is the rock in question. All my hopes and dreams rest on this rock because I'm putting my entire life in his hands to save me from artillery. But you usually try and you get the people on the enemy team to go to these hills, and I just sit here and ready to try and snipe a shot. And there you go, Stone Cold gets spotted. Type 61. You can usually rely on someone to be on these hills. Now, even though I'm kind of on the front line on this side of the map, I've no intention of moving any further forward. And that's what I mean by, I've kind of moved to a frontline position, but I'm still playing passive, because this is where I'm planning to stay, and although there aren't any teammates in front of me, I think we've got a good position here. Now, I'm going to start backing up, because again, I've been spotted, and there is 2 artillery. And what we're going to worry about is 2 Tier 9 mediums have already been spotted on this side of the map. 3 Tier 9 mediums. Pretty ridiculous snapshot to the leopard. Artillery gets a shot in. I get the tracking shot. And I think we actually have this leopard at permatracked right now. Artillery takes a pot shot at me. Again, just look at this accuracy at work. And pretty much just farmed the entirety of a 2 tier higher medium tank. With assistance as well as damage, not full damage. That would have been nice. Now, here's going to be the main point of this game. There's a 257. Now, that thing has ridiculous side armor, especially at distance, especially against lower tier tanks. He's going to be the bane of my existence, and that's because, thinking about all the Tier 9 heavies in the game, I would rather be fighting any other Tier 9 heavy. Like any other one, even the Russian ones, a Maushan, a Type 4, I'd be rather fighting all of them than this thing. Because even with my accuracy, there is just a thin bar at the top side of the 257 that I can reliably pan if I hit it. So, the 257 is still in cover at the moment, so I'm just going to have a quick peek out, see if I can get shots at anyone else. And what I want to do is, see that 257's moving towards that little TD position, where my friendly TD is. I kind of want to keep him alive, because if I remember correctly, I think that's a Tier 9 TD, the SU-122-54, if I'm not mistaken. Now, I tracked the 257, but that means my shot went low. Pretty much, if you hit the tracks of that thing, you ain't panning it with a low caliber gun. I'm not spotted, which is nice. Our SU-122-54 is in a fight. And again, I'm just struggling at the moment. Trying to find a shot. It would have been nice had we had artillery still alive at the moment in order to deck on him, but apparently it's not the case. I do actually get a shot through his turret, but the issue is, that thing's turret is... it's not really a reliable pen for me, even in the side. You see, I do get 2 pens in it. And I have got the premium loaded, obviously, at this point. It's going to be loaded for a while. That one bounces, and I'm trying to aim just between the side and the turret and hope that if it goes high, it'll go through the turret. There you go. Trying to aim in. And pretty much all I'm doing at this point is feeding him a steel wall, but I'm trying to just help the top tier TD on my team. Don't want to move too far forward because of artillery. And again, just, I don't even think in a chieftain I'd be able to hit these shots. I do spot the Vanguard behind me. Try a quick snapshot. Our team's getting pretty heavily trounced at the moment. Now I just change my sights to the easier target, the Leopard. Shot goes where I aim it, and obviously the side of that thing's turret is a lot easier to pen than the 257. Still firing premium at this point, but again, in this game, given what's in front of me, I don't care, really. Now that the TD I've been trying to keep alive is dead, there's no point in me trying to help him anymore or even still shoot at the 257. So not the person, because I would have left earlier and just given up on shooting at him, but I was really hoping that I could help the tier 9 TD do something. Now that he's dead, I'm just going to fuck off. And pretty much at this point, it's come down to just try and get some damage. Do you get shot on the side? Gonna get a shot to the standard B, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this rock on my right to protect me from whatever's just shot me, and I'm going to line up this rock to my left to hide me from the two tanks to my left. And I'm going to try and use these rocks to just box me in, basically, so no one can hit me. And now, I'm trying to help the M103. So you see, my entire game this game has been supporting the top tier tanks, or trying to. So now I'm trying to help the M103. I am back to standard rounds now, that I'm shooting a standard B and a Vanguard. Standard B is undercover, Vanguard's jumping over. M103 picks up the standard B. And now I'm going to help the M103. I mean, unfortunately, the Vanguard got his clip out. Now, I can see the tanks to my right, which is the left prototype from earlier, and I can see the 257 behind me. And what I'm thinking is, as I'm waiting for a shot in the Leopard, I'm thinking this 257 is going to be behind me any moment now. What I need to do is, I need to run into the town, and basically get these buildings between me and the 257. Centurion 7-1 damages my engine. I'm going to repair it. And now you can see in the mini-map the tank behind me. I'm well aware of that, and I'm turning in to get this building between me and him. That's why I shoot in the move, I don't want to stop. Now, I'm on 407 hit points. The Centurion 7-1 has 390 average damage. All I need to do is hope that he doesn't high roll. So I'm going to try and reverse angle as best I can, and hope he don't high roll. And he high rolls. Because of course he would. So unfortunately this game isn't great. I said most of the game was wasted trying to fight that 257. And if it wasn't for the fact our top tier TD was over there, I wouldn't even have bothered. But the 257 is easier to pen the closer you are to it. At the distance we were at, even with my accurate gun, I just didn't have much of a hope of being able to do too much to him. And if anything, I got lucky doing what I did. However, I still made a good job of this game in my bottom tier tank by having that just kind of defensive position and trying to support the heavy tanks. Or, well, not heavy tanks, the top tier tanks. 3,600 damage almost, which is the most damage on both teams, and 1,000 assistance. So, even though it's a loss, it was a great game for me, I think, for a bottom tier tank, on a map that isn't ideal. And just good for gun marks. And that's what you got to do in these kind of defeats, just look for the positive, which for me, good for gun marks. That is the positive for me personally. It might be something else for you guys. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one.